You are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for men to develop a backbone, a masculine purpose, if you will, and get more physically attractive, and even become more mentally healthy. All you men listening, I turn nice introverts into fit, self-entitled savages, if you will. And you might even become a little cocky as a result of your G status. More importantly, you guys, I also show you how to flirt and date more women and seal the deal. Just look at the show notes. They are all on my blog articles. What's up, guys? Before we get into the content, do me a favor. Leave me a 5-star review with words behind it, okay? This helps me rank up in the search rankings. And one more thing, you guys. I just put my show on iHeartRadio, also Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music, even CastBox as well, you guys. So, follow me on these platforms. Okay, I'll say that again. iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and CastBox. Alright, let's get into the content. Before we get into the content, I want to let all of you know right now that I offer a looks maxing program, okay? What does that mean? That means maximizing your looks. What else would it mean? Alright, understand, you guys, that the way you'll get access to that one is you have to book a free masculinity discovery call, okay? And we can go over what I really do, right? Guys, looks maxing, what I do in that, right, is I include the basics: hygiene, your style, and fitness and mindset. That is really what that is. However, if you're here just for the fitness and fitness only, you have the pre-call in the show notes, okay? The pre-call, click the link, you guys, and you can schedule your pre-call. This is what you have to do in order to get into the fitness consultation, because you guys, I have to find out where you're at first. All right, let's get into the content. Masculine Mindset Show, back on with the Chizeler James today.
Yo.
I remember that previous episode we did on the alpha male strategies to control your dark side. I called you the James, which was kind of funny to me. But anyways, so today's topic, you guys, is why fitness is the gateway to discipline. All right. And I have a full story to tell, but first and foremost, I just would love for James to basically kind of give his spiel on how fitness saved his butt, because I think we all have a story on why fitness really pulls us out of a dark place. I think that happens to most people. That's why we're in fitness. So go ahead.
Yeah. Fucking discipline, fucking working out. So I kind of was always disciplined to kind of stay healthy and in shape moderately, just because my mom was like 300 pounds overweight. So, kind of subconsciously made me not want to go that route myself. And that's kind of what put me on this path, was fucking wanting to get her health to a reasonable condition, manageable, so she can be happy and joyful in her skin as well. So, and now I'm working on my dad, and he's 289, and working on him, working out and building his discipline to stay consistent with him working on himself, because obviously that's the goal as a trainer, to get the client to fully be able to be disciplined in their own life, self-sustaining, and being able to help the next man. So, but as I got older, you know what I mean? I was homeless. My mom passed away. She was my rock. She went homeless. My dad never really was in my life. We trying to rekindle that relationship now. But when she passed away, fucking, I went dark. I went homeless. I went to the streets and was doing meth, and I was always an extreme type of person. So I went very hard into that world, into the meth, and fucking, when you get high like that to that extreme over and over and over, it fucks with your head. It fucks with your brain chemistry. It fucks with your, just your overall self as a person. You change, definitely. So once I finally, kicked the meth and got off of it, which I had to leave my environment and so when I left, I still was mentally there though. You know what I mean? Like mentally, I still was in that place of wanting to do drugs, wanting to just do whatever I want, not having responsibilities and because obviously those people have, a somewhat level of freedom, but obviously it's more on the lower level realm vibration scale of that type of freedom. And without contributing to society and all that type of stuff. But I wanted to contribute to society. I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to be able to show other men, how to get yourself out of those dark times. And eventually I turned to fitness. Eventually, work like definitely started out as like, wanting to love myself more, feel good for myself and get out of my head because I had, a lot of thoughts that made me angry and depressed and things like that. So once I started working out, it was a way to relieve those thoughts and those negativities. And as me going to the gym for that reason, slowly over time, being consistent and trying to chase a clear mind, a clear head, and relinquish all that rage through the weight training, fucking it starts to develop into a next level of discipline because obviously I was chasing a feeling. So when I went to the gym and working out, I would receive that same feeling, that same high, those same dopamine drips that I got once I was high and homeless on the streets. So that made me obviously, realize that this is a more healthier way. I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to relieve or relinquish that level of addictive mindset. How they say you want to do everything in moderation and I'm still working on that because even when I go to the gym, I like go too hard and I injured myself twice already going too hard in the gym and not just taking my time and just kind of putting all, like I said, putting all that rage into the workout and just overdoing it sometimes. But again, the discipline that you start to develop, also by going to the gym and working on yourself, like I said, it just starts with wanting to feel good and look good, and then it turns into I want to, this is what I see the change in my life for the better is by me going to the gym. So once I noticed that, it was like, let me consistently keep doing this. Let me consistently keep doing this over and over. And just through consistently doing something over and over, you build up that discipline. You develop a level of discipline that, again, as time goes by, you look back and can reflect how disciplined you was. It's kind of hard to be like in the moment. Sometimes you don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you definitely don't want to get up and go to the gym and work out, and you have bad days or you get sick or whatever it may be. But, once you radically accept that this is now a part of your life, this is now your lifestyle, this is no longer, um, a hobby or something that you're just interested in, you're just curious about, is definitely, once you go for the right reasons and start to develop those reasons, then you make it a part of your life. And then that being part of your life, like let's say anything, you how you do anything is how you do everything. So you go
Yeah.
to the gym, you work out hard, and you discipline in that area, discipline just waking up, and making your bed and making sure your little area is clean and just disciplines in those areas will definitely start to develop the longevity of a disciplined man, um, in other areas, whether it be transferred to job, business, relationships, communities and stuff like that. So, but again, it all started with being in the gym, and in the gym it's easy to inflict that pain on your body and on your mind, to be like, oh, I got one more rep, but then you push yourself and you do five more instead of the one more. You know what I mean? It's easier to like level yourself up in the gym in those moments, because you're forcing yourself to do it. And that's even better compared to like the outside world putting pressure on you to stay disciplined. It's like you applying your own level of discipline, and that definitely gives you a different level of confidence as well.
God, dude, so many things I could say right now. So many things I could say right now. Well, first off, I relate to you on so many levels. I will say this: I did not really get addicted to a substance per se, but I will fully own this. This is one of my weaknesses, calling myself out because I tend to do that a lot on my podcast. Starbucks, right here in my hand. So we all have those things that we get kind of like addicted to. But for me, it's just like I do my best to just uh, really, really watch how much I go. Like maybe go like twice a week because it's not really a substance per se. But the whole point that I'm getting at is you also have the all or nothing mindset. That's also relatable because when I go work out in the gym, I I can see myself just going way too fucking hard, and then when I'm done, I do get hurt. That's also relatable. I think all my listeners can relate to that. And the number one thing I want to say really, really quick that's on my mind is yes, I do say fitness is the gateway to discipline, but I want to let you guys know that if you go too hard, then you can get hurt. And I want to encourage my listeners to kind of like chill out a little bit. Like I know I have this high intensity on my podcast, but sometimes it's okay to just find that anaerobic threshold. I think that's what it's called. The anaerobic threshold, where you feel like you're really, really fucking pushing yourself to that limit, but not go too far beyond that threshold. You know what I mean?
And that's a discipline too, is pulling back, because we think discipline means go, 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 push yourself, but it's also holding yourself back. It's also saying no. It's also knowing when too much is too much.
Yeah. I sent James my article called "Why Working Out is the Gateway to Discipline." He might be going through it right now, you guys, because there's one thing that I said at the very bottom. I said, "Say no to your inner bitch." And yeah. There's something so profound about just basically there's that part of you that everyone has, and they most people, you guys, they let that inner bitch take control. But no, you guys, this is where I have to say that higher conscious that all of us has, or higher purpose. I say higher purpose, but really higher purpose is calling you down saying, bro, get up, go to the gym, you need it, let's go right now. Like fucking go. You get me? And
Yeah.
and so the one part in the article where I say no to your inner bitch. Now, I have a story to tell all my listeners, okay? And some people think I'm fucking lying when I say this, but I'm not. Like, this is the fucking truth. I actually said this same exact story on one of my previous episodes where I interviewed, his name is Romero. Do you know him? Transform with Romero. He's in the GP community as well.
Yeah. He was Wes Watson's first business elite client.
Really?
Yeah.
That's badass. All right. So this is the story, you guys, that I told James.
Oh, wait. Romero is the guy with the glasses that did the transformation with his body, though, right? Is that who that was?
Transform with Romero. That's what I remember him as. That's uh yeah, I can.
Did he do the transformation with his body where he got surgery and got some of the extra excess skin cut off after he lost all that weight?
I think so. He also recently got married as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
because
Either way.
yeah. So yeah, really, what I wanted to say is on that episode, I said this as well, but I want to say to all my listeners, guys, this is fucking mind blowing. I did not expect this. And I can just go over the entire story right now as I am reading this to you guys from my article. Okay, you guys, right here, this is fucking true. Wes Watson reached out to me. I found his message in my DMs, okay? And why did he do that? I commented on one of his posts and I told him on how I operate on higher purpose. Okay, this man knows that in order for you to become successful in fitness, that you cannot negotiate with your inner bitch. That means you discipline yourself to say no to your inner bitch. Okay, again, this is discipline right here, you guys. This is fucking discipline right here. And this is why I say all the time, working out or fitness is the gateway to discipline. So yes, you guys, I'm going to say this one more time. Wes reached out to me. I saw him in my DMs. I was mind blown. I told James before the interview that he was in my DMs, and I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. So the minute I saw his message, I said, yes, let's go. And I was on his mid-level program for like a full year. Yeah. So. And
That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. Because he's high level. He's
yeah,
definitely high level, and he ain't no joke. He don't play around. He like, let's get to work. Let's see the results.
yeah,
What are you doing right now? Type shit. So that's fucking awesome for him to go out his way and DM you and say, "What's up? You ready for this? Level up, basically."
yeah, yeah. It completely blew my mind, dude. It was mind blowing to me. But so the one thing that I wanted to say to all my listeners that Wes taught me is to stay hungry. Because you guys, I will tell you point blank, I read his book, Non Negotiable, and something that he says in there is stay hungry. And that is something that I have to tell all of you right now. I have to, this is a discipline that I have to work on. I will call myself out yet again. Okay. I have to fucking work on like intermittent fasting or like even just these little things that I know that that I've got to work on. Just these little things, and that is to not eat when my body wants to eat. Stay fucking hungry. And that was the one thing that
Yeah.
I was talking to him in the Trainer Eyes app. He was saying, dude, just stay focused and don't like let that hunger take over. You know what I mean? And that was huge for me. So
No, definitely. That's I definitely intermediate fast. Sometimes I do 18, sometimes I do 24-hour. I just recently done a 86-hour. With Dana White did it, and he's working with Ultimate Superhuman, Gary Brackett, something like that. And he's working with another guy that does the 10X. But yeah, they're all high elite guys. And fucking Dana White, UFC, fucking working out with all these top physique body guys who stay in shape, doing the best, working with the best technology. And so he's, no stranger to what works, you know what I mean? So Dana White, like I said, did that and spoke on it and said how he felt great, and it lowered his insulin levels, it lowered his lowered his blood pressure, and he got more energy, and it still gives him that dog in him, you know what I mean? So it still
right.
keeps him hungry. So it's definitely a part of my life now. I didn't I kind of subconsciously intermediate fast due to just not having time or like, being so busy type stuff, but now I'm consciously fasting intermittently, and it definitely gives you more energy. I definitely felt my energy spike, um, and that's and just overall feel good. And then the longer you fast, your body starts to deplete all the toxins of your body, and obviously you lose all the fat, and once your body depletes itself of all its resources that you give it from food and nutrients, the body is not just gonna like technically keep breaking down. It will start to create its own within itself, meaning making new, you know what I mean? Making new cells, making new gut biome, making new um just nutrients in your body that you need. It will start to develop new stem cells and things of that nature. So there's a whole science behind it for sure. Obviously there's research you can do on it, but um, I watched a couple of videos on it on YouTube on fasting and the benefits of it. So I'm definitely all on board with it for sure. So yeah, fuck yeah on your behalf that you started doing that too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I also want to say something from my article really quick, you guys. And look, the reason why I read from my articles, there's a huge reason. Okay, I actually built an LLC on my articles of organization, James. So I technically run an LLC with my blog. So
What do
this
you
is
mean? Like, what's the business?
yeah. So I run my own business based on my blog. So that's really part of the reason I really put my articles in the show notes so much is to really get my listeners to read it because I'm really giving them like top notch material. So
Yeah, no.
not working out disciplines you into laziness. This is what I say in my article. Not working out disciplines you into laziness. All right. So again, I have to call you guys out yet again. Look, I call myself out consistently. I do this all the time. I said, Adam, you know what? You can improve, so fucking improve. But if you are a man that basically doesn't say no to your inner bitch, you're highly in your feminine energy. That's just it. Like, and some people think, oh, I'm hating on feminine energy. No, I'm not. Look, the point to this fucking call out to all my listeners is to just say this. I'm actually calling you up. Okay? I'm saying, dude, I just call myself out for going to Starbucks too much, right? We all have some type of habit that we don't like that we have. Mine is just I go to Starbucks a lot. Right? So I call myself out. Yeah. I'm gonna call out my listeners and say this. Guys, when you don't work out, you are in your feminine energy. You just are. You just can't argue with success principles. I say that. Okay. In my article, I say you can't argue with success principles. So I say very clearly, don't be a pussy and get mad at me because I am telling you the red pill truth about getting success in the gym. Success loves speed. I said that on my interview with Calvin. Yes. Initiative Fitness. Success loves speed. We both had a podcast called Take Courageous Action Fast. And in that episode, I say, success loves speed. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that inner bitch. I feel like, I feel like what is it? Femininity or whatever, that aspect of the female's nature is necessary, definitely, because we as men need our mothers to nurture us, as a child. But then that's why eventually the father steps in to fucking break away from too much of that nurturing from the woman to make him more to that softer side, that she would continually to just dish all that love and all that. Oh, it's okay. Oh, you're okay. Oh, you don't have to do that. Oh, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. But that's when the father steps in. No, fuck that. You got to do this. Time to get tough. Time to, get disciplined and stuff like that. But not all men have that balance in their life. So sometimes they lean a little too far to that mother nurturing side, that inner bitch, where they kind of get that from their mother saying, oh, it's okay or whatever. But yeah, so that's why, that's like that. But then, you definitely have to Like I posted a video of of a slap contest and of a man, you know, slapping another man. It was a little contest sport, and I just was like, you know, that's me, you know, shutting down that inner bitch, you know, because my dad wasn't in my life, so I had a lot of, you know, more mother than father, and I had to, you know, obviously leave the nest and seek more, and I got disciplined um through other facets of life. But but it's definitely necessary. It's definitely necessary to recognize that inner voice when you're telling yourself, "Oh, it's okay," because you know that's like Wes said, is that's not how men, you know, have always been. Men have always been going through the hard tribulations of the world, and we would handle it and take care of it, and you know, be on the hunt, be on the grind and things like that. So definitely kill that inner bitch. Once you notice it, and when you say, "Oh, I don't have to," you do it. You take action. When you say, "Oh, it's okay," say, "No, it's not okay," and do it anyway.
Absolutely. You guys, in my upcoming book, I'm actually getting the fucking chills right now. Holy shit. So now I'm actually going to be talking about something that I think is higher conscious, higher purpose, but I say in my upcoming book, that part of you that always wants to be a bitch, kill that motherfucker. That part of you that always wants to be a bitch, kill that motherfucker. And that whole tangent that I was on, I think it was skyrocket masculinity effortlessly. Again, I'm gonna say it's time and time again. You guys, that that one part of you, like if I can just get that one person listening to my podcast right now to just snap them out of their bitch ass complacent mindset. Guys, please just go to the gym. You're you you need it. You know you need it. You know you've been avoiding it, but you guys, what you resist persists. Always. That's a universal truth. What you resist persists.
Yeah. Will definitely manifest itself in a more, I wouldn't say dangerous aspect, but definitely one that's definitely not gonna benefit you in no kind of way.
Yeah. Dude, how did you get that shirt made? I want to actually comment on that real quick.
I bought I met this local guy who make, you know, the prints, and then I went to a local t-shirt shop and bought a couple t-shirts, and my dad actually, the biggest part, my dad actually has a press where you put the shirt in there and you put you know, the print in there, and then you close it, and you press it onto the shirt. So we pressed it at my house, but yeah, we bought the shirt and paid someone for the logo, and yeah,
That's
fucking awesome.
yeah, that's so dope, dude. That is so fucking dope.
I'm gonna
You
have to send you one.
definitely, definitely. You know, um one of okay, so one of the ideas that I had that I said in my episode Take Courageous Action Fast, that I'm going to fucking do this because when I set my mind to something, I always do it. This is how, yeah, it's just a promise I make to myself. But I'm gonna put the three words on my shirts: purpose, power, persuasiveness. Because I believe that when you have purpose, you are on your higher fucking calling, and that's really like one of what I really live my life by is having purpose. And then power is just knowing that you're capable of a lot. You could really do a lot to other people, and you have to watch yourself. And then you have to be very responsible with that power. And then persuasiveness is basically just knowing how to persuade, knowing how to influence. So yeah.
Definitely. And then fucking how you keep telling your viewers to go to hit the gym and get out there. Yeah, that's definitely the most best, quickest, healthiest way to get your mind out of any bitchness, any feeling soft, any, you know, saying I can, you know, feeling like you can. it's baby steps. Just go pull up at the gym at first. You know what I mean? Like, and then
Right.
pull up, go inside and sign up. Whatever. Just start with one workout and just kind of work your way up. You know what I mean? Don't go in there and be all crazy and start off crazy. So, um, I agree with Adam as far as like go to the gym. Like every man should be spending at least 30 minutes of their day doing some physical work on themselves.
And it does tie into having higher purpose too, because your higher purpose wants you to go to the gym. You know, it's fucking facts. Like what I really say in my upcoming book that I keep talking about all the time, which by the way, you guys, one of my buddies, his name is Zach. I'll briefly shout him out. He's helping me with that. But I'm going to say that when you discover your masculine purpose, your masculine purpose, part of it right there is basically you living out your fucking true potential that you are as a man, and part of that potential is just you having success habits, and having success habits is working out, meditation, even as we talked about on controlling your dark side, journaling as well.
Journaling, yes.
Yeah, and also I would say self-validation is huge, dude. Self-validation, always validate yourself, because a lot of guys, they validate themselves through how much money they make, or like they validate themselves through like should they get bigger and have bigger muscles. Like, look, I know there are a lot of guys out there that just do a ton of black market supplements, which is cool. They can do whatever they want, but like don't get too caught up in that external validation, because then it's like you're in your feminine energy, because when you have to validate yourself by basically looking better in your own skin, like when you look in the mirror, like I'm not satisfied, like I want to get more bigger. It's just that in my mind is feminine energy. So it's like you have to be like, okay, I'm just gonna work out, but I'm not going to like be so dependent on what other people think of me working out, kind of thing. So.
So true. So true. Cause like I said, for me it started out looking good, feeling good. So, wanting to look a certain way, wanting to, chisel my body into a specific physique that I admired. Um I caught myself going too hard, wanting the results too soon. And I had to like, bring myself back and discipline myself, like I said, to remind myself that this is part of my life, is not a result that I'm looking for. The results will come, whether whether it be mentally getting that confidence confirmation through working out, putting in that hard work, or whether it is through actual physical results that I can see in the mirror. So for sure, it's definitely both sides of that aspect is necessary.
Yeah, guys, that's it. I know we covered so many reasons why you have to work out. We even touched upon other topics like validating yourself through basically not trying to do like drugs to feel better, and also not turning devices and all that shit. And we also touched upon self-validation on what I talked about, like validating yourself. And we also touched upon saying no to your inner bitch. If there's anything that I'm missing, let me know.
No, you knocked it out the park. I agree with everything you're saying for sure. And yeah, just fucking hop in that gym.
And
That's
I
all I got to
also,
say just to get
yeah,
started.
I found out where James came from, which is, dude, I did not know that. You have quite the inspiring story. So yeah, I definitely want to. I really hope that this episode has a potential to really change someone's life. Because if you are going through like an addiction, uh, I definitely would encourage you to just seek some help, because I know that if you are impulsive like me and James are, we are both impulsive. We all of us have poor impulse control, but the one thing that I'll say about this right here is I think that when used in the right context, if you actually use that impulse control to kind of basically excel and like level up your fucking success, I think that in a way you can take that impulse control and turn it into positive means and make it better. So I think that if you basically have power over those impulses, which by the way, again, you guys, going to call myself out yet again. I've got to work on not going to Starbucks so much. So again, this is Adam being vulnerable and saying, you guys, it's all good. We all have our own shit that we love to have. Like, but if it's unhealthy, if you go there too much,
right. And that's case by case. Is because your too much is not my too much. You know what I mean? Like for me, I have to drink I have to drink coffee just to stay woke because I work so much and I find myself falling asleep at the wheel and I've crashed my car 3 times already. I've ran into bushes just recently. So I'm like, fuck, no, like I can't do this. Like I'm definitely jeopardizing other people's lives by falling asleep at the wheel type shit. So I don't want to, do any drugs, definitely. So I'm definitely and I don't want to do any energy drinks. So like coffee is definitely, the bean is fresh. It's part of nature. So I'm definitely gonna drink coffee in those moments of when I feel low. So again, coffee is not necessarily all around bad thing. It's just when you in your heart know that you're doing it too much. That's the only way. That's your only judge. You know what I mean? When you in your heart know. So
that is the perfect place to wrap up on, James. Honestly, I love that. That is so good. I appreciate you for listening to the episode of the Masculine Mindset Show on why working out is a gateway to discipline with my friend James. Okay, guys, go support this guy. I'm going to put his info in the show notes. And lastly, leave me a 5-star review with words behind it. You guys, as I said, I do run a business through my blog. This is Articles of Organization, as you heard on the episode. Yes, you guys, this is why I ask you to download my free ebooks so that you can just get some value through the emails that I provide. Guys, I'm here to give, okay? I'm not here to fucking take, all right? What I want you to understand is I'm here to basically give you good information and top-notch value on my email list. So, one last thing I want to say before I forget, that is, I appreciate you for listening to the Masculine Mindset Show. And if there's one big message on this entire episode, that is this. Guys, just hit the gym more often, okay? Hit the gym more often. I'll see you next time.